Homeland Security agents in several states tonight are looking for the remaining suspects in what investigators describe as a conspiracy to hire undocumented workers to save money while staffing restaurants.
According to a federal indictment released today, 2 of the restaurants are in Jefferson County, and that's our top story. U.S. Attorney Michael Bale announced federal agents arrested 23 out of 32 indicted in connection with the illegal immigrant trafficking operation spanning at least 7 states, including Texas and Louisiana.
According to the indictments, Hong Lee Enterprise and Shan Enterprise recruited illegal immigrants and transported them to work in primarily Asian restaurants where they were often housed by restaurant operators.
The operations advertised in Chinese language newspapers and magazines. According to the indictment, restaurants paid a finder's fee to the enterprise and paid workers $1,000 to $2,000 a month before taking fees from their salaries,
including hundreds of dollars a month for living in conditions prosecutors call deplorable. Investigators say restaurant owners paid the workers in cash, avoiding any taxes and then deducting money.
In instance after instance, the agents discovered in their investigation that the defendants treated the aliens like so much chattel, obviously preying on the aliens' overwhelming desire to work here, as well as their collective helplessness and fear to do anything but to go along with the program.
Now, earlier today, federal agents from Homeland Security raided 4 Port Arthur homes and arrested people at each.
Fox 4's Haley Bull got a look inside the homes and the living conditions.
One by one, Homeland Security officers led people in handcuffs away from this home at 8624 Lamplighter Lane. They took 3 people into custody. Port Arthur police say the 3 men couldn't prove they're in the U.S. legally.
The neighbors had talked about there was a multitude of people living within this single family dwelling. So this was our second time with inspections at this particular location.
A Homeland Security spokesman told us inspection showed the home violates Port Arthur city codes because the home was turned into makeshift dorm rooms, 11 of them, including a few in the garage. Some had several beds. This sign, posted near the kitchen, spells out apartment cleaning rules. According to the sign, anyone who doesn't want to keep a room clean can pay someone else here $50 to do it for them. Min-Yel Hu lives in one room with her husband. She says she's a waitress at a Nederland restaurant.
Does everyone who lives here work at the Grand Buffet?
Yes.
Ben Su is one of the residents left in the house and not taken into custody. He had to gather his belongings and leave. Su told us he's a U.S. citizen from Vietnam and a waiter at the Grand Buffet restaurant.
I just come in work, I don't know anything.
He told us he came here to work and doesn't know anything about the accusations. Just a few streets away, federal agents raided a home on Shan Lane and took 3 people into custody. Homeland Security says there are also code enforcement violations at this home. Inside the home, as with the other, you see boarded up walls that turn the living space into separate small bedrooms. A large lock is on one door. In another room, a coin-operated, commercial-type washer and dryer. Outside, in the backyard, a pool covered in mattresses. A place where federal agents say workers came after long hours on the job. A home where police officers told us some residents used buckets to go to the bathroom, where they paid several $100s a month to live in conditions like these. In Port Arthur, Haley Bull, Fox 4 News.
The indictment seeks the forfeiture of Grand Buffet and the home on Lamplighter Lane. If convicted, the people indicted face decades in prison and hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines.